18th Mr. Olympia, Brandon! Mr. Olympia made history in 2022 right here in Las Vegas, becoming the first Iranian bodybuilder to win the Mr. Olympia title, setting off nationwide celebrations across Iran. And now, he won that title back. The Persian Wolf is hungry for the taste of another Sandow trophy. Please welcome, from Iran, Hadi! As the first bodybuilder to win the Mr. Olympia and 2 Dwarf Olympia titles. This year, he features monumental wins at the All Classic and the Pittsburgh Pro. Please welcome, from the United States, the 18th Mr. Olympia in bodybuilding history, Derek! Mr. Olympia, your reigning and defending Mr. Olympia, the man who made history as the first British bodybuilder to hoist the Sandow since Dorian Yates last did so in 1997. He is the 19th Mr. Olympia in bodybuilding history. He is the Nigerian Lion, looking to continue his reign as the king of the bodybuilding jungle from the United Kingdom. By way of Nigeria, please welcome Mr. Olympia, Samson!
Hey, hang on here, Mr. Bumstead. Hang on, lift it up that easy. All right, I'm sure you've got some right advices to give to our 4 Olympia champs out here. What would that be, Chris?
Guys are already Olympia champs. They don't need advice from me. They know exactly what they're doing. They're locked in, they're ready to go. But I'm grateful to be here. I appreciate you guys listening to us on stage. But this weekend is about these competitors, so I hope you guys enjoy the show, and please give the honor of the next classic to the champion ever you gave me.
Right up for 3 of the best of all time, Chris Bumstead, Bill Heath, and Flex Lewis. This side over here. What's up, guys? What's new? Who's got microphones here? Got microphones?
I think we all have got microphones, guys.
Right, we've got 4 Olympia champions. We don't get to do this very often. Usually there might be 1, maybe 2. 4? I'm not so sure we've ever had 4 on the stage, but we got one this year. And we got a competition ahead of ourselves. We got a reigning, defending champion in Samson Dowda. Samson, how's it been being the champ all year? You've been an active champion. You weren't a guy that's just making appearances and out there waving the hand. You actually put the title up for grabs and said, I'm happy to do it.
Hell, you know, I've always said, you know what, I'm not to beat my own drum. And I like to do things my way. You know, it's a privilege to be in this position. And bodybuilding's really, you know, changed my life, and I want to get back to it. So even though that means I got to put a title on line and go after it, that's what it is. And I love this. I love being in this position. And I want to be this.
Samson, what I liked most was you weren't shy about it. You're like, look, man, I'm going for some good money here. I'm going for a title, but you know what? Yeah, I'm the Olympia champ. And if I win or lose at a different show, I'm still the Olympia champ. So Derek Lunsford, if you want to come after me, bring it. And you said, look at it, it's like a ball game, right? You win a game, you lose a game. I'll see you at the Olympia. And that's exactly where we're back, at the Olympia. But you did lose to the champ right here. Does that take a little bit of steam out of it, or just fire you up even more, Samson?
To the contrary. I think it let that fire just a little bit more harder for me. Because there ain't nothing like being kicked down for you to realize, man, okay, I'm hungry, I want that shit back.
Oh, listen, you weren't shy last year. You were the only guy to take off your shirt and say, all right, boys, here's what I got right here. Come and beat me. And you backed it up with actions on that stage, getting yourself an Olympia title. But Derek Lunsford, you also not shy about putting that title up for grabs. And you said, I'll see you at the Arnold, and we'll see what happens right over there. A lot of people thought that was a mistake. A lot of people thought maybe you made the wrong move. But I don't know, $500,000 later in a title, and you beat the champ, got to put a little feather in your cap. Seemed like maybe it was the right move.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, obviously, I didn't present the physique that I wanted to at 100% at last year's Olympia. And so I wanted to go right back to work, man. And I wanted to show up, you know, against the reigning champion. And I wanted to prove that, you know, my best is the best in the world. And so I want to do that right away at the beginning of the year at the Arnold Classic. And then with the Pittsburgh Pro, with it being a legacy show, I want to be the first ever Pittsburgh Pro champion. And I realized, hey, you know, winning those two and then getting your title back in Mr. Olympia, winning all three of those biggest shows of the year is really something special. So, hey, I said, let's go for it. And I don't regret it, obviously.
You look like you're ready. All you guys look like you're ready from all the videos I've been seeing and all the pictures that have been put out there. But a lot of the ex-champs that you've heard from, Jay Cutler, Ronnie Coleman, a lot of the champs from yesterday, have been on record of saying that they may have thought maybe competing earlier in the year may have cost them an Olympia later in the year. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, if they believe in you, then you can't shock the world. So, let's do this.
Well, you shocked the world from the 212 into the Open, and a lot of people thought, we'll see, maybe he'll do okay, but all you did was win the title of Mr. Olympia, so you've already been kind of down that road of shocking the world. Here's the question, can you shock it again, and can you beat this guy?
Hey, that's what I'm here to do. This is the Mr. Olympia. This is where history is made, and I'm here to make history.
All right, Derek looking for that triple crown, the Arnold, the Pittsburgh, and now the Olympia. We're going to turn our attention to Hadi Choopan. So first and foremost, Hadi, I got to say thank you, because I go all over the world for various companies that I'm with. And everywhere I go, every fan from Iran comes up and says, say it. You say it, say it. And I say, what do you want me to say? And they say the name. They love when I say, Hadi Choopan.
خب اول سلام عرض کنم خدمت همه عزیزانی که اینجا هستن و خوشحالم که باز اینجا میبینمتون و اینکه بچه ها همه اومدن ببرن یک خواب هست و باید بگم که امسال خطرناکتر هر سال هست براشون و آخرین کسی که این سرکو رو ترک میکنه منم و باید تلاش کنم برای رنگ نمره این سرکو.
First, I want to say thank you for all the fan and audience to be here. And I want to say this year I brought my best version, and I think I'll be the last one who will leave this stage.
So Hadi, it's a little bit different in your country than it is here. While the people do celebrate the bodybuilding champions here, Hadi is a national hero in Iran. We've seen the footage, we've seen the video of him going back as the champ and as not the champion. They seem to celebrate just as much when he didn't win the title and came back. And there was a parade with thousands of people coming to greet the champion.
خب ایران یکی از کشورهایی است که برعکس اون چیزی که تو ذهن مردم هست کشور خیلی شاد هست و همه ورزشکار و یکی از قدرتمندترین کشوری است که توی رشته پرورش‌دادن توی دنیا سخت انجام میده. خیلی از مربی‌ها که داور هستن توی این سطح مسابقات میدونن که بیشترین نفرات ایران هستن اونجا عرض انجام میکنن و به مدال‌ها میرسن. و امیدوارم که یک روزی بشه که سیاست برطرف بشه و این مرد بزرگ ویزا از وسط ایرانی‌ها برطرف بشه و می‌دونیم که تکر میز المپیا بیش از 20 تا 30 ورزشکار ایرانی هست.
What Iran is a really happy country and a young country, and we have a lot of bodybuilders, and they competed in national team. Iran has one of the busiest national shows, and the people there, they love bodybuilding, and I hope politics goes from this sport and we can see more people from Iran to be able to compete in this show.
Thank you, Adam. All right, Brandon, the resident old guard on stage, the OG, but still a former Olympia champion, and people got to take you seriously because you've got that title. But you're in your, how many years is this now for you, Brandon?
13. 13.
13 years.
With Nick 2 weeks later at the Pittsburgh Pro. Now, what does a Hardy think, or what's going on in your mind seeing that the reigning champion got beat by the guy that you beat last year? What was different for you, and what can we expect from you coming tomorrow night?
من توقع مثلا همیشه خیلی زیاد بود. شما کمی کمی بودی شما خیلی زیاد بهتر این انتخاب بود. امسال هم مثل ارسال هست. خیلی قطعا خیلی بدتر از ارسال، خیلی آمارتر از ارسال. و اینا برای من قابل احترام هستن، قهرمان مثل المپیا هستن، محبوب هستن مثلا و الگو هستن خودشون. اما رقابت روی سکو مشخص میکنه همه چیز. الان ما فقط داریم حرف میزنیم. عملش روی سکو هست و این حرفا روی سکو ثابت بشه. من اومدم.
I always have a lot of expectation for myself. That's why it's been the last 8 years that I've been brought my best version. Every year I was the contender, and I respect all of the champions here. But this year I brought much better version and condition. So this year I'll be my best and I'll win it. And I don't talk, I'll show on stage.
All right, and Curry looking for one more. Hardy looking for another victory. Derek says he's going to bring it back. Samson, you're the champ. You have the last word, Brian.
Stage for the first time since 2022. He is the man they call the Mutant.
All right, folks, we've got some contenders here in the house. We've got Big Mike out here. He's going to help us out a little bit with the translation. Appreciate you, Mike. All right, we're going to start things off by going to our panel. First and foremost, Tarek El-Gindi. Let's start with you. Or Fuad, let's start with you.
Check. My turn. Nick. Hi, Nick. How are you?
Yeah, it's gonna. Urs, give me your microphone. Here we go.
Hi, Fuad. You look lovely.
Thank you. So do you, Nick. I appreciate that. How does it feel to shake the hand of a man who said you're going to be 7th?
Could you say it one more time?
How does it feel to shake the hand of a man who said you were going to be 7th?
8th.
8th. Oh, that's even worse.
Let's just make sure we got the right information here.
What do I think? Who the hell is that guy?
Well, let me tell you who I am. This is how that whole thing started to begin with. One of the things that's come up.
I announced the winner.
Wait. I got
Who's that going to be, though? That's the question, right? But so, Nick, one of the things that came up this year as we were going back and forth and had a little bit of fun at both of our expenses was that maybe I should be putting my opinions out there because I'm the MC and I'm going to be announcing the winner. Let me ask you a personal question. Is there anybody on this earth that you would rather have announce you as the winner other than me?
No, Bob. I would choose you every time, you know?
That's much appreciated, brother. Thank you. Because honestly, it just wouldn't have the same impact. It just wouldn't.
You say it too good. It's too professional. Sounds too professional, and I need that charisma when my name gets announced Saturday night.
And charisma it will be, my friend. You have the charisma, Nick, and that's why these fans love you so much. So, all the bullshit aside, congratulations on getting back to the Olympia. The last 2 years, unfortunately, we haven't had you. As I was on the stage and you were in the audience, you know, I mentioned that this Olympia is a much better lineup with you in it, and that's sincere from the heart. Listen, me and Nick have a little fun throughout the year. The funny part is you probably took the least amount of offense to anything. You were kind of laughing it up, and we were texting each other. You know, by the way, I'm still looking for my 2X large, who the F is Bob shirt.
Yeah, I don't ever take things personal, you know. It's all fun and games, you know.
Well, that said, you're going to be competing against these guys and those 4 you just saw and 4 Olympians. What are your chances this year, Nick? We saw maybe the best Nick that we've seen emerging this year in the pictures and the videos that you've been putting out. You're all over Instagram. You've got a huge fan base. What can we expect from you? I know you're here to try to win, but can you beat these guys?
I've already beat all these guys, and I expect to do it again Saturday night.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, one of the guys that maybe would have, should have, and could have beaten you in New York, not this year, but last year, is this man to my left. That's Martin Fitzwater. So Martin, you got a whole bunch of fans on your side from that New York showdown with Nick. Very close, could have gone either way. I know, Nick, you said, listen, if he can't beat me at my worst, what makes him think he can beat me at my best? But can he beat you at your best?
Look, my mama said, if you can't say nothing nice, don't say nothing at all. But I'll tell you right now, you're gonna see the best Martin you've ever seen. And if it lands how it's expected, I can beat anyone.
Well, unfortunately, we didn't see the best Martin we could see in Pittsburgh because a lot of the speculation was that had we seen the best Martin, you might have beaten Nick and Derek Lunsford. But what changes have you made from what we saw in Pittsburgh to what we're going to see tomorrow night?
Everything has been calculated to the T since the second I walked off that stage in Pittsburgh. Right now, a confident Martin is dangerous, but a pissed off with a chip on his shoulder Martin is really dangerous. And that's what we went for. So, poker, mine would be, if we were playing poker, I'd put all my hands on one card, and I'm going for it. And if we nail it, I promise you're going to see the best bodybuilder in Hawaii.
All right, let's go to the panel. Tarek Indy, you have a question.
Yeah, I want to ask Bruce Tabani, first of all of us are very happy you're here. Realistically speaking, all the tension is gone. Are you projecting to be in the top 5 fighting against guys like Hadi, Derek, Sampson? Or do you have expectations possibly being in the top 10? Where do you see yourself finishing up on Saturday?
Okay, first, hello everyone. I want to say today is the best day of my life. I worked for this dream 20 years. I won 3 years for get a visa. God give me the honor to compete with the best in the world. Now, I am here to do it. I am so happy, so motivated, and ready to show my best. Thank you all.
Congratulations, because I know it can't be easy. I don't think people can put yourselves in his shoes. How about you qualify for the biggest show in the world, the Olympia, for 3 years in a row, and you have to prepare like you're going to go. And that means from A to Z. And all of a sudden, with a week to go, they tell you, sorry, I mean, I can't even imagine prepping for a show, much less the Olympia, and then getting told no. But you're finally made it, and you're here, and you're with these champions, and we'll finally see you on an Olympia stage.
خب just translate my friend. خب من امسال سال اولمه و این افتخار رو دارم که کنار بزرگان دنیا رقابت کنم و این برای من باعث افتخاری که امسال تونستم رو استیج مستر المپیا حاضر بشم و به خانواده بزرگ مستر المپیا بپیوندم و این برای من بیشتر از هر چیز ارزشمنده. ولی از نظر خودم شما فردا یه ورژن خیلی جدیدی از من رو خواهید دید که خیلی شوکه میخوام بشه.
He says that first off, he's honored to be here amongst the greatest in the world. He's honored to be here in front of Olympia, in front of the IFBB. He says that tomorrow you will all see a version of him that you've never seen before.
All right, Dennis James. Who's that guy? We got the Miracle Bear on an open stage, Dennis.
Yeah, I have a question for Urs, because last year you sat on this very stage on a little tiny stool and you fit on there. This year you sit in a sofa chair and you fill out the whole damn thing.
I mean, I still don't need my own couch as Nick is doing, but I'm working my way up there.
Yeah, so but listen, my question to you, Urs, is, I mean, I watched you from the beginning, but when you announced you're jumping into the Open in Italy as your first Open show, everybody talked about it, everybody said the same thing. He's going to do well, but he's still not big enough. Now, the whole world saw that size sometimes is not everything, even in bodybuilding. Size and shape in combination means a lot, and you stood out. So you won your first 2 Open shows, and you're on the Olympia stage now. You're in the talks. People have you in the top 10 as somebody who just moved up from Classic. How do you feel, and what's your mindset like right now, having all this hype going into the show, sitting next to these guys that you probably looked up to years ago?
Honestly, I feel where I belong to not right now, because making weight for me past years was a hell for the whole year. We just talked about it backstage, and yeah, sitting next to those guys here, which I looked up to and which I followed over the past years, which helped me to grow, is just unbelievable for me and makes me hella excited. I'm loving bodybuilding, such as in my beginning years, where I met you, for example, and I really have my fire back inside my soul, and the future is definitely bright, and I'm happy to bring something special to the Open and close the gap between Classic and Open, and also show maybe for all the upcoming younger guys in the Classic that there is a possibility also to grow yourself into the Open division, and it's going to be a great weekend.
All right, let me get to the big man, Andrew Jam. Andrew, they say the Olympia is a big man show to win. Samson's big, but you're bigger. Samson's heavy, but you're heavier. Is it the time for the big man to take this title over, and can you win it this year?
Well, you know what, Bob, I'll tell you something, yeah? It's interesting, and I'm enjoying it when, like, no one has got my name on the mix. That's so good. Like, I'm so relaxed, just in my zone, and I would say in more than 24 hours time from now, then we'll see what's happening.
You beat Nick Walker?
It's called an open bodybuilding show. It's open for everyone, and it's man versus man, blood versus blood. So yeah.
Nick, you beat the big man and everybody else in this. I see you eyeing that sand out right there. It looks nice, doesn't it?
Beautiful.
Be a little bit better on your mantle, wouldn't it?
Right above my TV in my room, you know?
All right, give me the final call on this one, Nick. Where are you going to end up placing, bro, Mike? Will I be announcing you in first, top 5, or top 8?
Nick Walker will be Mr. Olympia Saturday night.
All right, you heard it here. Give it up for our champs, folks. These are your top contenders for the 2025 Mr. Olympia.